Hello, welcome to my channel where we do the best we can with what we got, which is season 8, episode 9 of Love Island USA. Melanie and Sincere, the liar, okay? Because I'm not even calling him Sincere anymore, because like, what the fuck for real? I'm convinced a mass manipulator or he's delusional, okay? Because tell me how I'm watching everything, including the confessionals and everything, and I'm questioning whether I'm seeing and hearing what I think that I'm seeing and hearing of how this man, this liar, done flipped and reversed it, what was actually going on, okay? Because his confusion is confusing the flip out of me and everybody else. Toxic, honey, toxic. Now, Bryce finally pulls Kata for a chat. This was very underwhelming. But it basically, she basically just said, we're friends. Okay, so, womp. Didn't go as he probably expected, I guess. Or I guess he didn't care either way. He just wanted to see if there was a connection. You should have knew, man, Zach knew from the time when she first came in and you guys were sharing that bed and she kissed Zach and she didn't kiss you, that she wasn't interested in you. You also should have got the hint. But now you see, don't you? Okay, all right. Now, in the meantime, Trinity and Zach are also talking and chatting, whatever. And I'm like, Zach, you low-key was just talking shit about Trinity to Bryce, being, in a relationship with Bryce, and how they're not a good match or whatever. So really, you push him to Kato. Okay? Well, I don't know. But Zach still seems to want his friend to be happy. So that's nice. Now, Bryce was apologetic to Trinity and Zach. They seem to forgive him, but not forget type shit. And Bryce said he's off of Kata. Well, good, because she been off of you. Alright? So glad everyone is now on the same page. Now at night, I did see Kata, what seemed to be, doing some funny business to Zach, as he just basically laid there smiling. And I just went, rewind. Remembering when he said, his intro, he said he was lazy in bed. Bitch, what? I'm disgusted. Like, men be barely doing stuff for real. But he really ain't doing nothing? Shake my head. Kata, run, bitch, run. Okay? Usain Bolt is there. Away from it. Anyway, so morning comes, and guess what? Guess who made breakfast for both, not one, but both Soul and Melanie? Just guess. That's right, the freaking liar. Okay? He lucky he didn't do it right in front of while they were right in front of each other, because what the fuck? Melanie could have lost it right in there. She had seen him. If he had gave Melanie the breakfast, then right in front of Melanie would have gave Soul the breakfast, it would have been the first murder on Love Island. But I think she noticed later on, but I guess she let it go because, she saw it from far away. But honey, if it was close, first, the Law and Order, the Law and Order sound. So then we get a game, right? It was basically something about being naughty or nice. It was hosted by the new After Sun hosts, Sierra and Tefi. So basically, if you're naughty, from the questions they asked, if it was naughty, someone would get pied. If it was nice, somebody would get a kiss, a little smoochy smooch. From the game, I basically got, Soul had cried, and Gabrielle was confused with Beatrice, okay? Now, Soul had cried because she had got pied by Zach, basically saying, like, she don't be respecting a girl code. Now, what was a little funny is that in the confessionals, Beatrice was saying how some of the things that Soul was getting pied for, Melanie should have got pied. Ooh, shade. Now, she said in the confessional, but I'm sure she would have said it to her face too if she had to. Because that's just how Beatrice rose. Now, Gabrielle was confused with Beatrice because she was saying nice things about the new bombshell, Caleb. See, got it. New bombshell, Caleb, and he was confused. He's like, I don't care about the kids, but what's up with this speech? Like, it's like you're not communicating with me for real. Later on they chat, miscommunication, blah blah blah. She said she really likes him and things like that. So it's not like a change on how she feels. We know that. I don't know what's his name? What Gabrielle was talking about in the game. Jen got a chance to pie Mr. Liar, okay? And she said, you might be sincere, but you're not honest. Everybody's like, ooh. And it was good, but I'm just like, don't they both coincide? Is like sincere and honesty? Like, maybe not, you know? That's another question. But yeah, I mean, hey, it wasn't too bad because she's damn near correct. That man is not honest. That man is what? A liar. Now, Melanie is still locked in, honey. You know, after what she be saying and hearing, you know, I understand because he's confusing me too. But if you confuse me, it's a no. Okay? Don't even explore nothing. You confused, just let it go. Okay? That's just me. Alright, nonetheless. Melanie did say she wanted to pull Soul for a chat after she saw her cry. Once again, I'm like, next year, because never saw this episode. Casey also wanted to pull Soul for a chat. He said later because he wanted her to cool off first. You know, just make sure she's okay. Once again, next year, because what? We didn't see it this episode. Now, who was able to pull Soul for a chat, or from what we saw, was the liar. Okay? So up there crying with him again, like from the challenge. And in the challenge, he was talking about why she crying, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Because she's emotional. She's emotional. That's the whole. But yeah, so he pulls her, and while she's crying, he's just like sitting there all stoically giving compliments. He's just there, just dry, just talking, just giving compliments. You know, whatever. Anyway, so we're compliment time. Now, when Ariana Maddox came in the island, came to deliver the news or whatever, all the islanders were like, nah, what's she doing here, bro? She need to go back. Like, what's she doing here? She's like, man, I feel so unwanted. Girl, of course, but every time you come, somebody gotta go home. You know, you gotta understand. So America voted, quote unquote. As expected, Caleb with Kenzie, Jen with Gabrielle, and so with Sincere. Now, Kenzie seems like she don't want her cowboy for real. She don't want her cowboy for real. I don't know what she got going on. Now, Caleb doesn't seem to really be interested in anybody else in the villa at the moment, which is unfortunate because he's good looking and seems to be a gentleman. Okay, so I don't know. Hopefully, he finds a connection because Kenzie is stuck. Seems to be stuck on Corbin, even though she said she wants to explore both. It's giving the liar. Okay, it's giving and you're supposed to explore, but what y'all doing is lying. You acting confused when you really know what the answer is. That's what it is for me. Okay. So let me see. Yeah. So Kenzie seemed not to want Caleb through. Gabrielle and the liar seem to not really care either way of who they're coupled up with. So that left Corbin, Beatrice, and Melanie single and vulnerable. Since it was 2 girls and 1 boy, Corbin was the one to pick who he wanted to couple up with, and he of course chose who? Melanie. Mr. Liar, okay, over there, I do see you sweating, okay? And I don't even like Corbin for real, as far as like, because he, I don't know, most of these people, especially the guys, don't seem like they're really here for a relationship, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, him for sure, but Melanie, girl, don't go back to the light, okay? I need you to pay him dust. Using a new couple now, pay this man dust, honey, okay? But that's probably not gonna happen, because she's sprung. Melanie sprung. Now he got her doing things he never did. I'm telling you, she's sprung. Okay, so Beatrice was the one who ended up getting dumped from the island. Miss Maddox gave her a hug and was basically saying like she was cool. So that was cool. And tell me how almost everybody was crying. Even I saw Corbin crying over there. Of course, Gabrielle cried too, and me. I was crying too, honey. I was crying too. I was emotional. Okay. Now as Trinity said, Beatrice was always quick to check a beach. And we love that, honey. Okay, so we're wishing you, Miss Beatrice, nothing but the best. And that was pretty much it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good night, morning, or afternoon, wherever, whenever you may be watching this. See you next time, and peace out.